years after we first met, Stas finally got the chance to show me around her hometown, Petropavlovsk-Kamchatsky, which also happens to be one of the most remote and wild places on Earth.
Are we ready?
We're ready. Kamchatka has no roads connecting it to the rest of Russia, so helicopters and seaplanes are the best way to get around. Most tourists charter old Soviet helicopters, but we were lucky enough to get our own, right? Less than 1% of the entire region is inhabited, so there's still plenty of room for vast, rugged landscapes and abundant wildlife. Our first stop was Kurile, a crater lake that covers nearly 30 square miles and is home to as many as 10 million sockeye salmon. We came here hoping to spot a few of the hundreds of brown bears that feed by the lake shore. Found one. Even though it's September, there are still a few roaming the lake shore. This time of year, the bears are getting chunky and tired, but that doesn't mean they're predictable. A few minutes after we showed up, this male noticed something. It's a female bear, and she seems to have noticed him. The breeding season is over, but that doesn't mean this male is above trying his luck. At least there's still plenty of salmon. On our way back to the helipad, we spotted this mother with her cubs. Mother bears here are extremely trusting of humans. The ranger has seen this female feeding her cubs close to his camp, where aggressive males are less likely to wander. The next lake we visited isn't known for its salmon, but that's probably because it's situated inside the top of an old volcano. We had some of Kamchatka's ubiquitous salmon caviar for lunch and then set off for the crater rim on foot. We could have flown, but sometimes you need to take the long way. This is a sunken crater. The volcano's dead, but there's still hot water coming out. Our next stop is probably the world's most exclusive hot spring, but only because you can't get here without a helicopter. It even has a little pool house, despite being a several-hour flight from anywhere.
It's a nice little massage and the
The next day, we were back in the helicopter, this time heading north to see Kamchatka's legendary volcanoes and geysers. Volcan Karimsky, Kamchatka's largest and most active volcano. Next, we flew over the Trotsky crater, a hot lake of sulfuric, hydrochloric, and hydrofluoric acid with a pH of less than 1. Scientists found this out the hard way while studying the lake from a rubber boat. Their aluminum ores corroded into nothing once they started paddling. Next up was Uzan National Park, Kamchatka's largest geothermal caldera. The frozen tundra here is broken up by a hodgepodge of sulfuric lakes, boiling springs, mud pots, and funerals. The whole park looks and sounds alien, even though bubbling pits like these might have been where life began almost 3.7 billion years ago. Moving on to our next stop, the Valley of the Geysers, felt like leaving the Precambrian and stepping straight into Jurassic Park. The next day, we joined some family friends on a fishing trip.
Все, принял, понял, спасибо. Восход к берегу.
Once we had our lines in the water, there was nothing left to do but wait. But we didn't have to wait long.
Hey, there we go. First fish to the geysers. Hey, cheese.
And once it started, it did not stop. Sometimes we were catching fish 2 at a time.
Good job.
Or even 3 at a time.
Cheers.
We were catching so many fish, it felt like these old guys were putting us to work. Once our arms were too tired to haul in any more fish, we went back to the bay and dropped anchor for a picnic with Petropavlovsk Kamchatsky's iconic landmark, the Three Brothers.
What you working on?
Just making salad for a fish.
Анатолий, уже все. Вот.
Мы папе не...
All right, give us a breakdown, Stas. What are we doing?
We are currently on paddleboards. We're gonna go down to the river, eat some cookies, and we're gonna go down the rapids.
сколько блин он покрывает, да? Вот?
А вот так можно было так все. Она всегда там. Ян, хочешь?
Легко.
How was your lunch?
Малая вода.
Delicious. Yum, wow. Stand-up paddleboarding? Crazy.
It's cold and it's raining, so Nick and I decided to go pick some berries. We have two types of berries at this camp. One berry is called shiksha. It's the dark blue one you can find over there. And our second berry is brusnika. That's the red one right next to it. Brusnika is pretty sour. It goes well in kompot, which is a berry juice. Very sour. Some shiksha. It tastes pretty watery. I heard the bears like it.
As you can see, we didn't make it very far from our camp for berry picking. It's just right here. That was pretty exhausting, so we headed over to have a beer at the surf shack next door. Happy National Sobriety Day. Russia has a National Sobriety Day each year to promote healthy lifestyles. But we weren't in the mood to celebrate it. Fish, liver on rye bread, shrimp, and garlic bread. This is the Banya. We've got a hot tub and a cold plunge. You get out of the hot tub and you put on one of these. Then you're gonna drink tea and a sauna. This was easily the hottest hot tub I had ever been in. They kept a hose of cold water running just so you didn't boil.
Ice bath.
I won't lie to you. I don't know what's going on here, but I do know that it felt good. Out there, jump in the ocean. What's going on here?
I'm a phone princess.
Wow.
That was so cool. I feel so cool.
And just like that, it was our last day in Kamchatka. I decided to check out the local surf scene while Stas opted to stay warm on the beach. The only way to know a place is to experience it. For me, Kamchatka is a reminder that there are wild and untamed places that can still feel like home, even if it's only for a moment. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more.